Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and choosing to listen to this message for today. My name is Kimberly, and this is From Loved Ones Tarot. Now, I want you to go ahead and look at these two cards. You have the Fool and the King of Pentacles in reverse. These two cards represent the energy that may exist within your heart, mind, body, and spirit for the month of February 2025, as well as for the first week of March 2025. And if you connect to these two cards, then more than likely this reading is for you today. And when I look at these two cards, in your energy, I see this energy of wanting to let loose, of wanting to move on from the past, because I do see for some of y'all in your recent past, it wasn't so great. You've suffered some type of loss, and now you are carrying within you some type of grief, of sadness, and not for everybody. And you just want to move on already, and you want to live life, and you don't want to, you may not want, there may be people in your life who want you to have some conflict resolution or have some type of conciliation, or they want you to try again, or they want you to have these long conversations about why this happened and what can y'all do now to fix things, or people just want you to express yourself and to express your emotions from the past, and you just don't want to. And it's almost gotten to a point of you're avoiding other people. For some of y'all, there could be some avoidance, maybe some neglecting of your responsibilities or neglecting of your relationships because you don't want to have any confrontation. You don't want to have any heart-to-heart conversations. So the energy is just one of almost as if you're putting your fingers in your ears going la 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 la, like I'm not listening, like I just don't want to talk. I want to just get out there, live life, and enjoy something. Now, if you connected with the description of these two cards, then more than likely this reading is for you, so please keep watching. We're going to do your emotional state. So how are you feeling? What's in your heart? In February, you have the Devil, the King of Wands, and the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, you're kind of letting, you're letting, you have these, thoughts or beliefs within you that whatever you do, it has to be done your way, and nobody can tell you what to do or nobody can control you. And so it's almost as if you're doing the opposite of what everybody wants from you or needs from you, because this is your way of gaining your own control, of gaining your independence. And whether this is the right way to do things, I don't know. This is just coming from your heart. You want this feeling, you want this independence, you want this freedom. And it feels like if you want it, the only way for you to gain it is to take it by force from other people, because they may not. And whether that's true or not, it's just what you're feeling again. We're going to move on to your mental state. This is what you're thinking about in your mind. So you have the Tower in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, as well as the King of Swords in reverse. So mentally, yeah, you're avoiding any sort of thought, any sort of thought in your mind about what happened in the past. Whether this is a loss that you suffered, and your loss could be something physical, it could be something mental, emotional, spiritual. you just don't want to discuss it. It's out of your mind. Total avoidance in your mental state. We're going to take a look at your intentions, what you want people to see and believe based on your actions. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the World as well in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you want people to believe that you're ignoring of your problems, you're neglecting of your responsibilities, or you're distancing yourself from any sort of making effort, is because you need this time away. You need this time to have some fun, to let off steam, because you are still going through uh, emotions. You're still processing some negative emotions. You're still processing what happened to you and what is happening to you. So you want other people to know that you're overwhelmed. That's why you're ignoring them, or you're neglecting responsibilities, or you're not taking accountability. It's just because you're overwhelmed and you're stressed, and this is the only way for you to cope. And you want other people to know that everything that's happened to you so far is something that you couldn't control. It's almost as if the world may be against you. And this isn't everyone, but some of y'all, I see that you want other people to believe that the world has been against you, that any hardship that you faced, you never came out as the winner. And it's almost as if you're going against a losing fight. And that's why you need this rest, to reset, almost like you're doing a reset on your mindset, because it takes a lot of effort and energy to think positive, to go against the world, go against fate. And that's just for some of y'all. But most of you, I see, want other people to believe that you can come out the other side, and that you're still dedicated. You still want to help fix things later on. You want to be the Knight of Pentacles that that helps the Tower, which represents unexpected change, loss, grief. You want to be the knight that saves the tower from falling, from, burning down. You still want to be there for those you care about. Now, what do other people perceive about you? What is their opinion? Now, is this true or not? I don't know, but this is just their perception of you. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands, and the Two of Wands. To them, they know that what you're doing is not sustainable. They know that you know. And they know that you have a choice to make. Because if you can't keep doing what you're doing, what then can you do? It's either you do nothing or you do something, but you have to make up your mind. So to them, they know that you're intelligent enough and strong enough and creative enough to come up with something. So why are you not doing it? So there is a question mark that people have over your head of like, why is this Taurus not doing what they're supposed to be doing if we know that they're capable? So to them, any excuse, and this is just coming from them, or it could be any excuse that you may have, is just they're not accepting of that. They're not accepting that any hardship has happened to you. They're not accepting that you can't seem to overcome or win against fate or life. they feel like you can overcome any hardship, and life is there for you on your side. So why are you not performing in the way that you should? And yeah, is this again, is this true or not? I don't know. All right, it's just their opinion, or it could be. We're going to move on to the situation that needs to be addressed according to your loved ones on the other side. You have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So it looks like you're just going to have to accept the blessings in your life and accept the opportunities that come your way. So you have to get out of this place of complacency, of stagnation. You're going to have to just get up and do something. And you know this, and everyone in your life knows this. So what would be your first step? Let's see if your loved ones on the other side can help you with that. This is the energy that you need more of heading into February and March. You have the Empress and the Eight of Swords. So it looks like the energy that you need more of is one of kindness and grace and compassion towards yourself. If you feel helpless or powerless against what's happening to you or what has happened in the past, your loved ones on the other side want you, first of all, to give yourself grace and to allow yourself to, just tell yourself it's okay. It's okay for you to be overwhelmed and stressed out. It's okay for you to cry or to need some time to yourself. But then you're going to have to get back out there. And that's when you need to express your creative and passionate side. Deep within you, you have this creativity to 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 do great things. And your loved ones on the other side want you to pull that out of you because you have it. They want to let you know you do have this creative side to you, and you have this talent to turn anything into something beautiful. Whatever you plan to do, whatever goal or dream that you have, you're capable of accomplishing it. So the first step that you have to take is, one, give yourself grace, and two, bring back that creative side to you, to where you can think outside the box and come up with some type of solution that fits your needs. Okay? And I know that sounds very general, but that is what your loved ones have to say to you. Now, the energy that you don't need, or that you need less of, is you have the Hanged Man and the Six of Cups. So your loved ones on the other side want you to stop feeling like you're sacrificing for your family. If every action that you take towards rebuilding or maintaining your relationships feels like a sacrifice, or feels like it doesn't align with your wants and your needs and desires, then don't do it. And I know that's easier said than done, but you can't live your life feeling as if you're like the Hanged Man. You're up on a tree, hanging up for everyone to use, or for everyone to forget about. You're going to have to, if you want to maintain relationships, you're going to have to maintain them because you want to, because you, there's a deep desire within you to give love and to connect and to maintain and provide for these relationships or connections. So the energy you don't need is one of feeling like you're sacrificing, or that one of that you're the victim. against whatever comes your way, because you're not. You have the strength, the resiliency, and the adaptability to overcome anything that comes your way. So you're not a victim. All right. We're going to look at your near future. This is the most likely outcome of this situation. You have the Six of Cups, the World in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. You're still going to have this feeling of, when you look at your relationships and when you're going about your day-to-day and your routines, you're still going to feel like it's not enough. But you're not going to give up. You're still going to figure out how you can reconcile, or how can you realign what you want and need with that of with those that you love, with the people you love. So what they want and need, you're also going to try to see how you can help provide that, but also make sure that they know what you want and need. So any dissatisfaction that you feel, or unfulfillment, you're going to work on in the near future. And we'll look in your weekly outlook to when this could happen for you. So up here, you have the first week of February, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the first week of March, followed by your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. In the first week, you have the Nine of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so notice you have the Nine of Wands in your near future. We could say this happens here, but I don't think so. But we'll see. This looks like you start this new month absolutely overwhelmed, stressed out, and exhausted, just trying to make everyone happy. Almost as if you're tired of phoning it in, or doing what you have to, but barely. And even doing bare minimum is exhausting for some of y'all. Yeah. That's the first week. But again, not set in stone. Anything could change. So you have the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords in your second week. And it does look like you're going to find a way to get back on track. So performing your necessary responsibilities or duties, you're going to try to live up to other people's expectations of you. Now, whether this is good for you or not, whether you're overwhelmed or not, I don't know if you're going to look at this in a positive way. What's just shown here in the cards is that you're going to try to do what you're expected to do, all right? In the third week, let's see. In the third week, you have the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Some conflict may happen at home or in a relationship. Y'all may not be on the same page. There could be some misunderstanding, some heated words exchanged. The third week is looking a little tense between you and your relationships, or you and your family, it looks like. But again, not set in stone. In the fourth week, if I can pick it up. In the fourth week, we have yet again the Nine of Wands. So this is a running theme within you and within your energy, and within your month, is one of almost feeling like you want to give up. And the last week of February, you're still going to feel like, oh my Lord, I want to give up. Because something is going to come your way. However, an unexpected change or some new information is going to come your way in the last week of February. And I can see what this new information is. So let me take out my cards. Okay, it looks like you got the King of Swords in reverse. So in this last week of February, you have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and your clarifying card is the King of Swords in reverse. What this means is that someone is going to put up some boundaries in place to where they're like, you can't keep doing what you're doing. And it almost feels like it's an attack on you from your perspective, or that it almost feels unfair. So that is what's going to make you feel like, okay, well, I want to give up because they don't understand me. They don't understand what I've been through. And that hurts. So the last week of February may have even more misunderstandings and more of a confrontation. And this looks like it only happens because you still refuse to address the situation, to address any problems, to really try to just come up with some solutions here, or at least express how you really feel, I think, is what I'm getting. So someone in your life may say, that's it. This is what I'm not going to put up with, or this is what I don't want anymore. And it's just going to throw you for a loop, I think. But not set in stone. In the first week of February, you have the Strength and the Hanged Man in reverse. It looks like you're going to turn around your perspective for the better. You're going to have a renewed sense of optimism. So, remember how I said, did you have the Hangman before? Yes, you did. And the energy that you don't need. The energy that you don't need was the Hanged Man. And in your future, the first week of March, it's in reverse. So it looks like you are going to try your hardest not to play the victim, or to look at your life as if it happened to you. And you're also not going to feel like you're sacrificing yourself for your family. You're going to try to find that emotional balance within you to take accountability and to look at your life in a new and different way, which will be positive. All right. So that's the first week. So a little rocky, but in the end you're still learning, you're still growing. And your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and the 9 of Swords. And the High Priestess, did I say it's in reverse? Okay, so you may want what's in this picture, which is a happy family that is emotionally stable, financially stable, that has a sense of security and comfort and support, and for the long run, it has longevity. But you can't have this if you don't understand what it is that you want and need out of life. If you go through life feeling as if you have to follow some sort of expectation of you by other people in your life, you're not going to have that happy home. And you yourself are not going to be happy. You yourself are going to have this, you're going to be filled constantly with this anxiety and fear for what your future may hold, and if you'll ever be happy again, and if you ever will be fulfilled again. So you need to discover your inner voice. You need to discover what you want and need. And once you can do that, then you'll be able to alleviate any anxiety or fear over your future. And then you can rebuild or build again your home and your relationships to something that resembles stability and happiness. All right. And if you gain clarity today, please subscribe if you have not, or just keep on coming back. And with that said, to all my Cancers, take care.